आज हम लोग सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक जो है ER टू RDBMS कन्वर्जन ये करने जा रहे हैं। तो आज देखते हैं हम लोग क्या क्या चीज़ों को कवर करेंगे। सबसे पहले हम लोग सीखेंगे कि एंटिटीज़ को कैसे कवर करते हैं, देन वी कन्वर्ट द एट्रीब्यूट्स, देन वी कन्वर्ट द रिलेशनशिप। जो मैंने आपको पिछली वीडियो में बताया था कि कैसे कैंडिडेट की वाला कॉन्सेप्ट हम लोग अप्लाई करते हैं, वो वाला चीज़ यहाँ पर यूज़ होगा। एंड देन विल सी इनटू द एग्जांपल्स एंड द एनडीक्यूज। आइए स्टार्ट करते हैं। लेट्स सी हम लोग एंटिटीज़ को कैसे कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं। तो सबसे पहले हम लोग ने जब पढ़ा था एंटिटीज़ के बारे में, सो वी हैव टू काइंड्स ऑफ एंटिटीज़। फर्स्ट वन इज द स्ट्रॉन्ग एंटिटी एंड अनदर वन इज द वीक एंटिटी। सो स्ट्रॉन्ग एंटिटी का मतलब क्या, हम लोग को अगर ER से RDBMS में कन्वर्ट करना है स्ट्रॉन्ग एंटिटीज़ को, तो हम लोग उसके लिए एक नई टेबल बनाते हैं। एंड व्हेन वी कन्वर्ट द वीक एंटिटीज़, तो हम लोग उसमें भी एक नई टेबल बनाते हैं। एंड वी क्योंकि वीक एंटिटी के अंदर कभी भी कोई भी की नहीं होती, सो वी टेक द फॉरेन की फॉर द ओरिजिनल रिलेशन। तो इसको एग्जाम्पल से समझें अगर, तो ये मेरा एम्प्लॉय है, दिस इज द रिलेशन एंड द डिपेंडेंस। तो जो भी एंटिटीज होगी विल मेक अ टेबल फॉर इट। सो एम्प्लॉय की हमारी एक टेबल बनेगी। सो दिस विल बी एम्प्लॉय। ये मैं स्कीमा बना रही हूँ, मैंने आपको बताया था स्कीमा के बारे में। एंड इट हैज़ द एट्रीब्यूट्स EID, e-name. So this is the conversion of a strong entity into the relational model. Now we check for the weak entity. So weak entity के लिए भी हम लोग एक टेबल बनाएंगे. So we'll have a dependent table, dependence table, and we have the attributes d-name and age. And बिकॉज इसकी कोई की नहीं होती एंड दिस इज टोटल पार्टिसिपेटिंग रिलेशन इनटू द ओरिजिनल रिलेशन, तो हम लोग इसके अंदर ओरिजिनल रिलेशन के लिए फॉरेन की ऐड करते हैं. सो वी विल ऐड द EID एंड दिस EID विल रेफर टू द ओरिजिनल रिलेशन दिस. सो दिस इज हाउ वी कन्वर्ट द वीक एंटिटी. एंड इसकी की क्या होगी, जो हमारी प्राइमरी की है वो वही होगी. एंड इसमें जो हमारा की होगा इट विल बी EID एंड d-name combinedly can uniquely identify the dependence table. So this is how we convert the strong entity and weak entity into the ER model. Now let's go with the attributes. While converting the attributes, हम लोग को 3 attributes पे मेन ध्यान देना पड़ेगा. It is the key attribute, composite attribute and the multi-valued attribute. Derived attribute will be the same as that of the नॉर्मल एट्रीब्यूट. सो अगर मेरे पास एक की एट्रीब्यूट है, जो भी की एट्रीब्यूट ER मॉडल में होगा, नाउ इट विल एक्ट एज द प्राइमरी की इन द DBMS टेबल. ठीक है. सो की एट्रीब्यूट विल कन्वर्ट इनटू द प्राइमरी की. कंपोजिट एट्रीब्यूट विल कन्वर्ट इनटू ऑल द पॉसिबल सेट ऑफ एट्रीब्यूट्स इन दैट कंपोजिट एट्रीब्यूट. ठीक है. इसका मतलब क्या है कि अगर मान लो हमारे जैसे e-name है, e-name इज द कंपोजिट एट्रीब्यूट एज यू कैन सी. तो जब हम लोग इसको कन्वर्ट करेंगे विल फॉरगेट द e-name एंड विल एड ऑल दीज 3 सेट इनटू द टेबल. सो दिस विल नॉट बी एडेड बट दिस thing will be added. Next is the multi-valued attribute. This is the most important thing because this is the only attribute for which we'll create a new table and then we'll refer to the original entity as the foreign key. So अगर मेरे पास ये example है कि मेरे को अगर इस वाले ER डायग्राम को कन्वर्ट करना है इंटू RDBMS टेबल, सो हम लोग कैसे करेंगे. अभी हमने सीखा सबसे पहले एंटिटीज़ को हम लोग कन्वर्ट करते हैं. सो एंटिटी मेरी बनेगी एक एम्प्लॉय एंटिटी विथ EID एंड नाउ e-name. Now let's see, EID is the primary key. Yes, तो यहाँ पर ये की एट्रीब्यूट कन्वर्ट हो गया into the primary key. Now phone number is a multi-valued attribute. So for phone number we'll create another table, phone number, and this will have the attribute phone and one more attribute which is referencing to the original entity which is EID. It will refer to the parent table. This is how we convert the multi-valued attribute. See how we have converted the phone, which is a multi-valued attribute, into the table and we have referred from the original entity. So this is how we convert the multi-valued. Now let's see the composite attribute. So e-name is the composite attribute. Now without adding e-name, we'll add all the set of these values. So it will be f-name, l-name and m-name. So this is how we have converted into the composite attribute into the table. So say for example we have another attribute DOB. So DOB will be added as it is. So this is the conversion of the attributes. Now let's see for the keys, and this will be the most important thing of this whole concept, that how we can convert the relationship keys into the tables. Let's see for the relationship set. So we have 3 kinds of relationship. ऑल द 4 1 to 1, 1 to n और n to 1 एंड मैनी टू मैनी. ठीक है, सो सबसे पहले मैनी टू मैनी देखते हैं. जब भी हमारे पास मैनी टू मैनी रिलेशन आएगा यू हैव टू क्रिएट अ न्यू टेबल. ठीक है, वी विल क्रिएट अ न्यू टेबल एंड ऐड ऑल द पार्टिसिपेटिंग एंटिटीज एज द फॉरेन की. सो फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे पास ये है, इट विल बी m to n क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ पे एरो नहीं है. सो दिस इज द नोटेशन फॉर m to n एज यू कैन सी. So this is the m to n relationship. Now we have to convert it into the RDBMS. So for every entity we'll create a table. So we'll have the employee and we'll have the EID. We have another attribute also, I'm not writing it. We are writing the only important attribute. Then we have the department and we have the DID, department ID, and all the other attributes. Now for works for is a participating relation and it is the m to n relationship. So for that we'll create a new table. So we'll create a new table works for and in that we'll add the foreign key of both. So we'll add the foreign key of all the participating relation. अगर यहाँ पे 2 ही रिलेशन है, अगर 3 होते तो उन तीनों की, बट यहाँ पे अगर 2 ही रिलेशन है तो इनकी हम फॉरेन की ऐड करेंगे. तो यहाँ पर हमारा आएगा एक तो EID, then we have DID and we have the original descriptive attribute which is the PID. So यहाँ पर and this EID will refer to this relation and this DID will refer to this relation and PID will be the normal descriptive attribute added as it is. So this is how we convert the m to n relationship into a ER model. So we'll create a new table and add the participating foreign keys entities. Now let's see the 1 to n or n to 1 mapping. Both are one or the same thing depending upon the direction. So when we look into 1 to n mapping, we have 2 approaches that can be followed. It is either the foreign key approach or the cross reference relation approach. So foreign key approach, what it will say that will merge the relation with the n side. Merge the relation with the n side, and cross reference says create a new table and add the foreign keys for both the tables. Okay, so let's see both of them. So foreign key concept in 1 to n, it will be like, now if we'll convert it with the foreign key concept, we'll merge the relation with the n side. So this will go, the relation will merge with the n side. So how it will look, for example, this is the employee with all the attributes, say EID and all others. We have a department, we'll have a department attribute, department, and it will be have department ID and other attributes, and we will add ENO as the foreign key referencing this. So the relation is merged with the inside. Now let's see for the cross reference approach. Cross reference approach says that create a new relation for, this will be employee, this will be department, and this will be the relation, and add the foreign key for both. So this is how, but the recommended method is always the foreign key approach, because if we can merge with the n side, it will reduce the number of tables and we will not be violating any of the constraints. So foreign key approach is used in 1 to n mapping. So whenever there is a 1 to n or n to 1 mapping, we will merge the relation with the n side of the entity. Merge the relation with the n side. Now 1 to 1 relationship, this is a bit tricky and we have various cases for 1 to 1 relationship. Let's see. So first of all is 1 to 1 relationship with the partial participation at both the sides. So at both the sides we have the partial participation. So what this will say that merge with any side and have the foreign key from the other entity. So we have a relation, say for example employee and department, and we have a relation with 1 to 1 mapping. So what we can do is we can create the table and merge this relation with any of the sides. So for example, if I merge with the department, so I will add EID as the foreign key. This will happen. Or if I merge with employee ID, so I will add department ID as the foreign key in employee ID. So we can work with any of the sides. So this, what do we call it? Merge. So merge participation, how it will work? Merge with the any side and add another as the foreign key in the relation. So this is how partial participation will work. Now let's see for the total participation at one side. For 1 to 1 we have again, if we have the total participation in one side, ठीक है. So अभी हम लोग ने देखा partial participation का case, तो हम लोग अलग से कर लेंगे. Now we'll check for the total participation but only at the one side. So इसमें हम लोग 2 approach देख सकते हैं. Either it can be the merge approach. Merge approach says combine all the tables. Combine all tables. So how it will look like? We have an employee and department combined in one table. Employee ID, then we have the department ID, and we'll all combine them into the one table. Okay, and one of them will act as the primary key and other will act as the alternate key. But in this case we can have the null values as well, null values in the alternate key, बिकॉज देर इज़ वन साइड देर इज़ अ पार्शियल पार्टिसिपेशन. सो ऐसा हो सकता है कि कोई भी डिपार्टमेंट जो है वो एम्प्लॉय से पूरी तरीके से लिंक्ड ना हो. सो वी कैन हैव नल वैल्यूज इन द EID एज वेल. ओके, और द अदर अप्रोच इज द फॉरेन की अप्रोच. फॉरेन की अप्रोच सेज दैट modify only total participating side. Modify total participating side. Both of the approach are used, but in Navathe, the standard book Navathe, this approach is followed. Foreign key approach, that is modify the total participating side. So we'll merge this relation with the total participating side, and this is how it will look like. We'll have the employee with EID, we have the department DID, and this department will refer to this. This DID will refer to this department. We have a foreign key approach, will always modify the total participating side. So for example, if we have any of the descriptive attribute here, it will be added here only. Okay, so foreign key approach is described in the book named Navathe. So both of the approach can be used, but in the book foreign key approach is mentioned. Now let's see total participation at both the sides. Now let's look into total participation at both the sides. So for both the sides, say this is the example, employee and department, and there is a relation where both the entities are participating totally. So in this we'll use the merge approach. Merge approach says combine all of them into one table. Why we are doing all in one table? Because since both of them are participating totally and it is one-to-one relationship, so there will be exactly one mapping with both of them. So one employee will manage one department. This is how the relation will look like. So we do not have any of the duplicate attributes or extra attributes. That's why we do not have the null values in this. So that is why we are combining all in one table. So how this table will look like, say this is the employee and department, and we'll create EID and DID combinedly, and one will act as the primary key, other will act as the alternate key plus not null value. So this is how we convert the total participating relation into both the sides into the ER model. Now let's see how we are proceeding to the questions. Before proceeding to the question, let's see the conclusion of what we have learnt as of now. So for entity, strong entity, we'll create a new table. Weak entity, we create a new table and add the foreign key in the original relation. For key attribute, it will be the primary key. Composite attribute will be added as the set of all the attributes. Now for multi-valued attribute, we'll create another table and add the foreign key in the original relation. For M2N relationship, again create a table and add two foreign keys of all the participating entities. Okay, now then 1 to n or n to 1 relationship will modify the n side, that is will merge the relation with the n side. Now for 1 to 1 participation and the partial participation, then we'll merge with either side of the entity and we'll get the result. Okay, now when 1 to 1 with total participation at only one side, so we are following the foreign key approach, will merge with the total side, and if we have total side at both the side, then we'll combine all the entities in relation into one table. Now let's see the questions. Now this is the question, and we are asked to find the number of tables in the RDBMS model when we convert this ER into the RDBMS model. So number of tables हमसे पूछा है, and this was the question was asked in GATE 2008. So आइए देखते हैं जो हमने सीखा उसे हम कैसे अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. So first of all हम लोग हर एक एंटिटी के लिए एक टेबल बनाएंगे. So for M we'll create a table. M will having the, and the key attribute will convert into the primary key. So this is the M. Now we'll create for P also. P is also an entity, so we'll create a table for P as well. So P1, P2, and for N also. N is the weak entity, and we have seen that for weak entity we'll create a table. So let's see. For N we'll have N1, N2, and N2 is the partial key. Now for weak entity, what we have read is that the key will be referring to the original participating entity. So P1 will be act as the foreign key in this because it is the participating relation, and this is 1 to n, as we can see from the notation. So this P1 will be referred to this as the foreign key. Okay, now we have converted the entities. Now we will convert the attributes. तो हम लोग ने यहाँ पे सारे attributes cover कर लिए हैं, ये तीनों भी cover हो गए. The key attributes are also covered and the partial key attributes are also covered. Okay, now we'll convert the relationship. The third step is for relationship. Now check for R1. R1 is 1 to n mapping. So do we need another table for R1? No, because it is 1 to n mapping and we can combine to the n side. Okay, so this R1 can combine to this and will be having the referencing, the foreign key for the P relation. So we will have P1 in this and this P1 will refer to this. So this R1 relation is combined to the M side and we are having the foreign key concept from the P side, which is the participating entity for this relation. Now check for R2. Do we need any relation for this? No, because this is the participating relation and it will be combined with N. It is already combined and we have the foreign key also from P already there because it is the weak entity, so it is already combined. So the number of tables required in this conversion of ER to RDBMS is 3. So this is how we convert. Let's see one more example. Now this is a very good question also asked in GATE, and this is a MDQ type of question. So in this we have asked that we are given a ER model and we are asked that how many minimum tables are required for 3NF design. So now in this we'll apply the concept of the part 1 video, that is how to find the keys in the relation. So you should be thorough with the first part as well. Okay, so now let's convert. So initially first step is convert the entities. So entity will have E entity with A is the key, B and C. Now we'll convert the second entity E2. We'll have D as the key, E. F is a multi-valued attribute. We'll create another table for F with F is the attribute. So table name is mult. F is the attribute and it will refer the original participating relation as the key. So this will refer to this. Okay. Now we are asked for 3NF design. Now for 3NF design we must be thorough with how to find the keys in the relation. So in this, if we see for the entity, A can determine BC because A is the primary key and we have read in this video that the primary key can identify all the attributes. Now for E2, D determines E is the relation that we will be holding, and for multi-valued attribute DF determines DF. This is the trivial dependency which is holding because DF combinedly is the key. Now let's see how we have converted the relation. Do we need another table for the relation? It is 1 to M mapping as you can see. ठीक है, so 1 to n mapping के लिए हम लोग इसे n की साइड के साथ merge करेंगे and will add the key from the original relation. So this R will be merged with E2 and will add the key of E. So here we will add A and this A will act as the foreign key to this relation. We have read this. So now we will check whether the relation, all the tables are in 3NF or not. So for 3NF, what is the concept? That either X has to be the super key or Y is the prime attribute. Is X the super key here? Yes. A is the key. Here D is the key. So it is in 3NF, and here DF is the key. There is no non-trivial dependency, and we have seen that if there is a trivial dependency, the relation it is in the BCNF form. So by default it is in 3NF also. So for 3NF design, what are the number of tables required here? 3 tables. So this is how we convert the relation. So in the exam, the type of question that can be asked, first is how many tables are required for the conversion of ER into RDBMS. Second, how many tables for the nominal form design. So they can say for BSCNF also, for 2NF also. So we should be thorough with the concept of keys as well. Okay, now let's see for some of the questions more which you will answer. So these are the 2 most important question for your practice. एंड आपको ये मुझे कमेंट करके बताना है कि इन्हें आप कन्वर्ट करोगे ईआर मॉडल में तो आपको कितनी नंबर ऑफ टेबल्स चाहिए होंगे, एंड व्हाट आर द फॉरेन कीज, द नंबर ऑफ फॉरेन कीज एंड व्हाट आर दीज फॉरेन कीज दैट विल बी यूज्ड इन बोथ द टेबल. सो यू हैव टू टेल मी फॉर बोथ द क्वेश्चन इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. कमेंट फास्ट एंड लेट मी नो आपको ये कंसेप्ट समझ में आया या नहीं. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग.